back with Tammy and Courtney after a few weeks of them being in their home, and we're so glad to get to see you again. It was such a fun time. Tell us a little bit about what you're liking the best about your home.
Everything. I'd have to say though that one of my favorite rooms, outside of the living room of course, would probably have to be the guest room. We've dubbed that the Bill Jr. room.
Aww.
And I would have to say that's probably my favorite room.
Oh, and do you want to explain what Bill Jr. means?
Bill Jr. is my brother who got killed 13 years ago. And there's a couple of pictures that Robin and her team put in beautiful frames and put in there. And so, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
We call it
the whole house, of course.
Yes.
But we spend a lot of time in this living room, and between the living room and the kitchen, and I just enjoy the heck out of sitting here with Tammy and just being comfortable in this room. It's just very comfortable, relaxing room to me.
Oh, that's great.
We wanted to make sure that it had lots of reclining spots and lots of nice cup holders and consoles, so that I just kept thinking, if I were sitting on a couch, I wouldn't want to lean forward to put my drink on a table or anything anyway, and so I wanted to, wherever you were, I wanted everything to be just within arm's reach.
It was definitely very functional. I tell everyone that I would make, going into like a furniture store, I would have never had looked at a red sofa. Never. But when I came in here, I was like, oh my gosh, it works. It's beautiful. I love it. I couldn't be happier. It's functional, so I can get on it with no issue. I can get off with no issue. And it's just amazing to be able to sit someplace other than my wheelchair. And so kudos to you.
Great. We were able to do about, I think, 99% of it without any input, but when it came to the red sectional, by the time we got to the decision, we're like, this is a big decision. And it's the only time that we texted Courtney and we're like, is this gonna be okay? and he just said, go for it.
He said little firecrackers
Yeah.
in the text, like, yeah. He said, I think his exact words were, heck yeah. I just remember one of the first things you said to me was, I'm a country girl.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, that's all I need to hear.
That's it.
Just watching it come together, just from, the first few times we were out here, and it was really, there was not much going on yet, just the flooring was being set up and beams, and then, starting to see the stone and the paint colors, and then realizing all the furniture I was ordering, where Robin's vision was going, and seeing, oh, this is going to look really good.
My favorite part was probably actually like getting to install everything, because I came in later on the project and I kind of had no idea what was going on, but just seeing what all the selections were, and even like seeing Courtney get super excited, like him walking into the master and he was like, she's gonna love this. Tammy's gonna love this, and actually getting to see you react to it and just watching it go from a house to a home.
You took this house and pretty much nothing of ours and turned it into something that still feels very much like our home. Hardly anything in this house was ours before, a handful of stuff, if that. But go to each room, and each room has memory and
Yes.
and feeling in the room. Every time I walk through the hall, I think of my oldest daughter.
Yeah.
Every time I go back in this area, I get to see the bling from my youngest daughter's room, and I just know the excitement and joy that gives her.
Anyway, well, thank y'all so much for allowing us in your life. It was such a pleasure, and
The pleasure is definitely all ours. I mean, I just remember telling Robin, a basic idea. These are the things that I like, the rustic country with a splash of color, and you took full reign, and I couldn't be happier. It's just amazing at the work that all of you put into it. It's beautiful. You did an amazing job. We're so blessed to have had, you guys in our life, and you definitely touched our hearts. So.
And made it fun. That's what Tammy said. Y'all are like angels. Y'all are like the Charlie's Angels of,
Yes.
of decorating.
Interior
Hey, I'll take
design.
that.